I can't believe how many people are so blasé about the first steps when it comes to getting started purchasing a home or apartment in New York City, which is why I'm making this video, and which is why if you are thinking of purchasing a home in 2022, why you need to take these 3 steps to make sure that you're on your way for becoming a homeowner in the next year. Today I want to talk to you about what it means to get prepared to purchase your home. I wanted to do this topic because a lot of people, when they are looking to purchase their home, whether it's their first time or maybe they haven't done it in a very long time, they tend to look at all of the information available to them online and run straight to the listings, taking the steps out of order to try and purchase the home. The problem when you don't take some of these steps in the very beginning is that it can add a little bit of extra time to your home buying process, because you might have to double back on certain steps that maybe had consulted with someone who could have advised you in the right way, would have told you to maybe get those things done up front so that you could avoid any lag time when it comes to actually searching and purchasing your home. You could end up potentially overpaying or spending more than you would like to on your building or apartment. You could also even end up losing out on what seems like the ideal location situation for you. In the worst case scenario, you end up talking yourself out of making a purchase altogether, thinking that now's not the right time or that it might be too difficult for you to actually purchase a home, when that may not be the case. You just might not have been in the right position to start in the first place. So here are 3 steps that can set you up for success if you are looking to make a purchase or become a homeowner in 2022 in the city. So the first thing that you should do, and what seems like it would be the most obvious step, is to consider why you're making your move in 2022. Now, I talk a little bit about this in the video that's going to show up here, but what I really want to get at is that when people are looking at their situations, they really do need to consider their internal reasons why they're making a purchase in the first place. What do I mean by that? Well, if you have a growing family, let's say you're actually looking to downsize, usually there's some kind of trigger that happens for you that entices you or gives you the ability to make the decision that you need to move or make a new purchase. A lot of times buyers will say, when I'm reaching out to them to ask them what they're looking for, they will just mention something along the lines of, I'm looking for a deal. And yeah, so is all the other 3.5 million people that are potentially looking to move in the city over the next 8 to 10 years of their lives. So how are you going to set yourself up so that you can take advantage of those deals when they do come up? These life situations should be considered before taking any of the next steps when it comes to purchasing real estate, but it is, again, one of the most overlooked steps. And if you are working with an agent, it is a good idea for your agent to sit down with you and ask you some of those questions about what's affecting you to make this real estate purchase, to get a good understanding of the things that you might be looking for. This is something that I do actually with buyers. I'll do a buyer consultation, or I like to call it a buyer strategy session, where we sit down and look at the factors that might be affecting you and your goals and how they may affect your decisions when looking for properties in New York City. And if you would want to do one of those buyer strategy sessions, I would just text buyer strategy session to 646-653-4764, and I'd be more than happy to arrange that with you. The next thing you'll want to do is setting up your team. And when it comes to your team, what you're really referring to is your lender, your real estate attorney, and most likely your real estate agent. The first thing they're going to want to do is actually speak to their lender, because a lender is going to help you determine how much you're actually able to borrow, or potentially if you're able to put all cash down on the purchase. If you have your money in a row, it might seem like you are able to go through with the purchase with ease, but sometimes you might overlook your closing costs, which could set you back or put you in a position that you weren't necessarily expecting. Your real estate estate attorney is going to be there to give you an idea of the obligations of this property. What they're doing is their due diligence to make you aware of any potential obligations this current or any previous owners of the building or unit might actually have. And in doing that, what they are making you aware of is any potential costs that you could end up taking on as a homeowner if you didn't do this process up front. The last person you want to get involved is your real estate agent. Your real estate agent is going to be able to get you all of the information that you need regarding the property, the pricing, the details, maybe about the location or anything else that you might be curious about, while making sure that you are on track for your purchase every step of the way. And a good agent is going to take away all the stress from you so that you can make this process as easy as possible. Get your mindset ready for the grind. In New York City, if you are looking right now, it is a seller's market per se. Right now, there is not a lot of inventory, and there seems to be even more people looking for homes while rates are slowly on the climb. When going out to shop for real estate, you have to be in the mindset of seeing a ton of places and being excited about the process in general. Yes, most people are excited about finding new homes, but when you've seen multiple new homes, maybe it's been a couple of months for your process, it's important to not get discouraged and say, well, maybe this isn't the right time for me to buy. Again, working with a real estate agent can help you stay encouraged along the process. This can take as short or as long as you need it to or want it to. That's all I have for today. Those are the 3 tips that can really help you focus and be prepared when it comes to purchasing your next home in 2022. If you really like videos like this, I would encourage you to like and subscribe for even more content in the future. Share it with a friend if you think this was helpful. And thanks for watching Easy NYC Real Estate, where I make New York City real estate easy for you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.